opening of it.
Good morning, YouTube. It's been quite a while since I filmed anything, to be fair. It's been off season for the whole time. We went out for food for my birthday. We went to, which was like a month ago now, probably. Hickories for food. I've probably still got all the clips, so I'll just overlay it while I'm speaking. Went to Hickories food, had breakfast. Then we went and had sushi in a place in Manchester. And then we had a Five Guys after that as well. And then we went and trained in a different gym. We had a bit of like a weekend off. Now in a mini cut as well. I've just started that the other week. We're going to Thailand in like 3 weeks. And we're going there for a month, which is going to be fun. So losing a bit of body fat as well as going to Thailand is going to go well together. So my goal is to get about 8 or 9 pound off before we go, so I'm like semi-lean by the time we're there. We've come home after our walk to an ASN delivery, and I'm in desperate need for it because I've missed it very dearly. I do not like to eat anything but rice pudding now. Grace is just cooking chicken mince for her meal. I've got a meal in the microwave. I probably need to turn it off. And yeah, so ASN delivery, which is chocker full of stuff today, to be fair, if you want to film that. Designer, whey protein, vanilla. I always get a bag of vanilla. If you've watched enough of my videos, you know that's my staple go-to whey protein. So that. Lots of designer rice pudding. I think I ordered 9 kilos of this, which will have another order to come as well. But obviously I'm dieting now, so a little bit less rice pudding needed per day. I think it got up to about 500 grams of rice pudding nearly a day. So my stores of it were depleted. Another bag, and there is another bag. Creatine, if you're not using it, should be using it. It's probably the best supplement you could probably buy, and for cheap. Then on 500 grams is nearly 20 quid, dead cheap, lasts you ages. Along with that creatine, more creatine in the form of daily. So we've got daily green apple and daily cactus fruit. That's an all-in-one stack of creatine, peptides and glutamine. So that's my normal morning drink is what I go for in daily. We also have some top-ups on my like tablet essentials. So we've got a few things that I normally get, which would be a vitamin D3 and K2. So I normally just get the D3, but I thought I'd get D3 and K2 this time, just to make it a little bit better. Iodine and selenium, that's for your thyroid and for thyroid function. Buddies walked in the room. Digestive enzymes, self-explanatory, help with digestion. NAC, kidney health, liver health. If you're on cycle, then you should be taking NAC. And then I've got a few things which I don't normally get. Shilajit, loads of benefits for. It helps with things like testosterone production, hormone function. Benefits, because I don't know any off the top of my head. Benefits to Shilajit up there. So we've got 60 capsules, 60 servings in there of Shilajit, which since I'm on a mini cut and we want to help speed up the rate of fat loss, something like Diet Sport, which has got things like caffeine, Grains of Paradise, which is a proven fat burner, and some other stuff in there. So that's going to be starting my day off with that. Is blah 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 blah. Designer Whey cinnamon cereal, 1 kilo, probably the best flavour there is. We've got the staples Crank Pump Pro. We've gone with strawberry kiwi flavour, which is Grace's favourite flavour. Crank Pump Pro fresh cherry, which is probably my favourite flavour actually. That one and cherry cola, probably. Do that. Excuse the mess of the kitchen. Shaker, because can't have enough shakers. And I leave them all in the car and never remember them. And then they smell. Another 3 kilo of designer rice pudding. And then the last thing, which is new, from ESM, which is EAA Plus. So it used to be called Aminos. EAA Plus is basically all your branched chain amino acids and all your essential amino acids all in one product, along with astragalus as well. So estrogen helps with the absorption of everything in there as well. So that's going to help increase the amount of amino acids can be delivered through the small intestine. So brand new flavour. I haven't tried this one, lemon iced tea flavour. So that's going to be my new intro. This will probably be coming with me to Thailand, so because I've still got to finish off my elite aminos already. So that is everything. That is this month's order. Everything there. And I've got a meal to eat, which is some chicken and rice. Nice and boring. I won't do a food update now, but it's the usual 300 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken, and I've got to leave for work in an hour. So that is the update for now. Continue this whenever we continue it. Here we go.
Yep.
Good morning again. Where's the grid? Oh, it's in there. Starting the morning off, daily, 2 scoops. I opened this and it reminded me of the first box I got from them, because this was the first flavour I'd tried a daily. So 2 scoops, daily green apple, and then add 2 scoops of creatine to that as well, so it makes roughly 10 grams of creatine, thyroid, things like that. And then I'm also going to take my diet support, which is my new one, since we are dieting. So day today. Yesterday was hamstrings. I did some deadlifts. I managed to do 200 kilo for 11 reps. I think is a PB. I can't really remember, to be honest. Quite sure what I've done before on deadlifts. And yeah, and that's really the update. The only other update I've got to the start of this kind of prep is that I've changed my drugs a little bit, so I've taken the EQ out and kept with just Testy, and then I've implemented using a little bit of GH, so 4 IUs of GH, which I'm doing 5 days a week, 2 days off, and I'm going to try and keep that running throughout the entirety of prep. Anyway, we're nearly at the gym. I'm drinking 2 scoops of Crampon Pro, and hopefully have a good session. So run. Oh, my legs are sore. The reason I do that one bends over is I almost feel like my back and my structure gets in the way when trying to isolate my triceps, so by bending over I can almost push this elbow into the floor and let gravity help me a little bit in that stretch, really pull through the long head of my tricep and then extend. And since doing them, triceps have been sore every single time, and my elbow pain in my right elbow, which I was struggling with for a while, has diminished dramatically, so I don't know whether that's really helping the tendon over the elbow lengthen and stretch, and it's helping rehab it almost at the same time. It's almost like stretching and training at the same time. But it feels really good. Been a good movement to add in. Tricep movements, then chest. I've found that doing that before chest now has helped considerably with trying to bring my triceps up, because I'm prioritising them at the start when they're strongest, really taking them to a point of failure, then going on to chest, which really isn't a priority for me right now. And I'm still managing to move some decent weight through my chest after having done so not really taking away from everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a little bit easy, so bumped it up to 40. I did 35 for 16 last week. Sorry, 35 for 13 last week, just done 16. So as it's gone past that 15 rep range, I want to take it to 40 now. If I can get between 10 and 15, fail at that, I'll stick on that. If not, then I'll back it off again for the next set. And that's kind of how I work everything. If you're not meeting the rep range, then you shouldn't be lifting that weight. It should be self-explanatory to most people, but it isn't always, so. Hey. Right. Back from the gym, and I'm making rice pudding. Got 120 grams of rice pudding, 50 grams of whey. Buddy has got some other stuff. Buddy has got his meal. And yeah, so we're going to make post-workout meal now. That was chest. I haven't eaten for a while. We went through some of Grace's posing. And I was spotting her on some exercises, which I do not mind doing for obvious reasons. I'll probably put that video somewhere. 50 grams of designer whey protein. I also just added in some designer flavour powder to that, which tastes really good. And these are going to be on offer next week, along with everything, nearly every other product from ESN, as it's Black Friday, so up to 50% off I think it is. I'm not too sure what this is going to be off. I can probably pin that up in the screen. But they're a lifesaver when it comes to like prep, because if you want to flavour things, whether it be oats, yogurt, rice pudding, this is like the go-to. And to be fair, this flavour, dark cookie crumb flavour, is the one. So, getting this in. I've also come home and I've had a delivery. I'm going to see what this camera angle's like first. In. As I said, obviously, things like rice pudding, designer whey protein, all these things are going to be on offer from the start of next week in Black Friday. So everything I'd normally use is like heavily discounted. I can probably put the prices up of like what rice pudding will be, and what the designer whey will be. Come home from the gym, obviously, and a parcel has arrived. I bought one of these because I used one the other day, and is a seat belt from Gympin, which you can basically use on a leg extension to keep your hips locked in and basically allow you to get more weight on the bar. So it's almost like an aeroplane seatbelt, dead easy. Unbuckle it, buckle it, wrap that around the back of the chair, and you can strap yourself in. That's going to keep your hips down and allow you to get more quad drive. So once I used one of these, I realised how much I needed one, so I bought one off TikTok Shop. So I'm excited to use this next leg day. I need to go back and do like 15 minutes cardio to finish my day out, and that is it for the day. And then probably a wrap for this video, because it's probably long enough as it is. That was a quick chat session. Obviously some decent numbers moved on that today, and yeah, I'm going to try and get more into these videos. Obviously we go to Thailand in like 3 weeks, so that's going to be fun bits of content we can film, something different. Obviously we do a lot of the things the same every day doing bodybuilding. It's just eating, training, repeating and doing the same thing. So to try and come up with things to do or show is, I find, quite difficult, because there isn't much different to show other than doing the same things every day. Which might be interesting to some people. It's probably boring. In my opinion, it just seems really boring. So lots of things to film there and do. I'm really excited to go. I know Grace is really excited to go. So whether the next video be something to do with going there or something between now and then that I've got to film. Yeah, so I'll end the video there. That's probably enough of me waffling. So I'll end the video there, and we can end it on Buddy coming in to meow. What are you doing? Yep, say goodbye.